everybody, welcome back to F1 23 Manager. Is that right? I think that's the right title. It is Season 2. We are at the Singapore Grand Prix, my home Grand Prix. We love a bit of Singapore, and what an exciting race it was this year. Absolutely wonderful to be there. We were sitting right in this gallery here. We were sitting right there this year, which was brilliant. And we've bought our tickets for next year as well. We're going to be back on the pit straight, start-finish straight, which will be absolutely awesome. Yeah, it's been really good. It's been going really well. We're up into 4th, which is good. 200 points, 66 points off Aston Martin, and clear 53 points, clear of Mercedes in 5th. So pretty settled in that gap at the moment. In the Drivers' Championship, Kevin Magnussen is up into 6th place. Theo Pourchaire is in 10th. A very good season for the rookie driver, but K-Mag is still outperforming him at the moment. But we do have to think about what to do with Kevin Magnussen. His contract is expiring, and there are plenty of people out there that potentially would be interested. I mean, if we go and have a look at overall rating, at the moment they're all going to say not interested because it's a race weekend, but there's potential maybe for a Lando Norris. McLaren not having a very good season. We could potentially try and get someone like Perez, Russell. I don't know. It's hard to know when contracts are expiring who might be on a sort of free transfer, as it were. But yeah, even someone like Esteban Ocon is good and better than K-Mag. I mean, if you look where our drivers are, really, in terms of ratings, they're not very high at all. So we do have a lot of growth. Sonoda, Guan Yu Zhou, Alex Albon could potentially come in. We're not getting Lance Stroll, so don't worry about that. Esteban Ocon, Pierre Gasly, I mean, Valtteri Bottas, Fernando Alonso, George Russell would be a great one to bring in. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Because obviously, as we finish above other teams, then we're going to be all right. We're going to be okay. So we're currently scouting Isaac Hajar as another sort of backup, and Dennis Moreo, who's 24 and unsigned at the moment, a free agent, if you will. We've also potentially looking for a new head of aerodynamics. We may have signed one. I'm probably going to keep Mark Slade because he's pretty good. His 100 feedback is very good. So let's have a look. This person is not interested. Oh, because it's a current race weekend. Yeah, we'll have a look at that after the race. Car 2's powertrain is struggling a little bit. We'll get onto them when we sort out the cars. And finances, we're not looking too bad. 21 million, roughly, remaining in the cost cap. And we have how many more races? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races. So 21 million has to get us through 7 races. If we think there's going to be a few crashes and new components needed, then we're probably better off not spending too much of that, to be honest. Right, look, talking of circuits, we were last together for Silverstone? Is that when we were together? I think it was Silverstone. Was it Silverstone? I'll have to check. Yes, I wasn't losing my mind. It was Silverstone, and we had a pretty good race, didn't we? Previous race results, that's the one we want. Previous race results. 4th and 5th for Theo and Kevin. Lovely stuff there. Then we followed that up with a race in Hungary, which was ridiculous, to be honest. Theo Pourchaire finished 8th, Kevin Magnussen 13th. He got hit and therefore had to come in for a pit stop late on and lost lots of places. So very interesting. Then we went to Belgium, where Kevin Magnussen went from last to 1st and won it, which was ridiculous. He literally qualified 20th. Well, he didn't. He qualified 10th or something, 9th. And then we gave him a load of new engine parts, so he started 20th and won ahead of Max Verstappen just by 0.6 seconds. But yeah, K-Mag picked up a win. Lovely. I wish you could go through and have a look to show how it sort of unfolded, but you can't. It was unbelievable. K-Mag won in the rain there. Then we went to Zandvoort, the home of Max Verstappen, his home Grand Prix, and he went and won it. Theo Pourchaire got 8th. Kevin Magnussen with a DNF after 22 laps got, yeah, just smashed straight into the barrier. And then we went to Monza, where previous race results, we didn't get a top 10 finish. 13th and 14th, our pit stops were crap, strategy was wrong, and we didn't utilise the pace of the car enough in that one. And that takes us up to Singapore, which we're very excited about. Whereas last year we didn't win it. I think we did pretty well in Singapore last year, to be honest, but it's a low speed and medium speed track, and our cars aren't the best. If we have a look here, you can see low speed 11th, medium speed 9th. We are a sort of high speed corner track car, which is why it was disappointing in Italy in the last time out. But yeah, we're in a decent position in terms of stuff we've got on the car and where we're sitting. So we do have chassis number 3, chassis number 2 on both cars, front wing number 3 on both cars, rear wing number 3 on both cars, new side pods on both cars, the underfloor 2 is on both cars, and the suspension number 1, because we haven't done another suspension, we didn't bother doing it this year. And I think that brings you all up to speed where we are. If you're enjoying the series, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We are 200 subscribers away from 9,000, which means we're 1,200 subscribers away from 10,000, which is the target before the end of the year. So if you're enjoying it, it's free to subscribe. Why not just hit that subscribe button? It will really help me out. But yes, let's go and set our performance targets. For this one, they want us to get 2 drivers into Q2, so we'll double down again on that. We'll get 2 drivers into Q2 and Q3. That should be fine. We're probably not going to do the fastest lap, but we'll get 1 driver in the top 10. I'm pretty sure we can do that. Qualifying position streak 0 of 2, so we haven't done that yet. And we'll get 1 driver in the top 12 for 5 races. Lovely. Excellent. That's that done. We'll go and do practice, see if we're qualifying. Okay, practice done, and confidence is ready to go again. K-Mag on a lower confidence because we put Doohan in the car for P1, so not too much to worry about really, but the setups are very, very good. I'm very happy with how we've got our setups done for the Singapore Grand Prix. So you can see here 98% for K-Mag, 94% for Theo, and yeah, we do have some good engines for everybody now, and components for that. 96% ERS system for K-Mag, 51 for the gearbox. We may have to take some new components before the end of the season, but not sure. Not 100% sure, to be honest. But yeah, nice new engine there for Theo. He'll need a new ERS at some point. And his gearbox, yeah, he's got an 88% gearbox, which should see him through to the end of the season. Right, let's get into it. No hanging around. Bosh, let's go. Singapore Grand Prix qualifying. Let's go round this track very, very quickly. Round the streets of Marina Bay. Which is something I'm excited about. Piastri is very keen to get underway, isn't he? So we're going to just let a few of these. That looks like a good little gap, doesn't it? So let's get Kevin Magnussen out there. And we'll send poor Chair just after, a little bit after. And we're going to go for our classic heat up the tyres early. And then get that sprint lap in. So obviously Thierry Pocher does have an issue with the car, but the new modified track means you can attack this track pretty well going into the last corner. This is where Lance Stroll had his big crash. For anyone, oh well, it's probably right behind my head, but for anyone that saw the Singapore Grand Prix, that last corner is where Lance Stroll caused millions of dollars of damage to Aston Martin. Oh, Theo Pocher's got caught Albon straight away, which is annoying. Hopefully he catches Tsunoda through the DRS, not on the little windy bits. He did. Good. K-Mag goes across the line top. Theo Pocher goes top. Lovely, lovely stuff. Some good laps from the boys. Some good laps from the boys. I'm going to be cocky here and say I reckon we're through. With a 1:29.5, I reckon we are through. We've held up Tsunoda lovely as well. Perez goes faster, but only 0.04 seconds quicker. And yeah, we're through. We don't need to go out again. We're going to be fine. There's a chance that only the... Oh, God. Lance Stroll going second fastest. What? No, he crashes. That's what he does. He crashes. So, yeah, they're setting some faster times, actually. They've put a bit of space between us, but I'm still confident that we're through. So qualifying is over. There's a few people still out, but we're definitely through into Q2. And I don't want to risk engine components, the car. Obviously, it's a narrow street circuit, so there's obviously chances of crashes and incidents. But I'm happy for us. I mean, if we qualify 8th and 9th in to start the race, then I think that's going to be perfectly fine. So in theory, we could probably go out on those again. But I'm more than happy to just go and do one lap qualifying, get it done, bosh it out, and then sit in the garage and avoid any incidents, to be honest. So Q2, we're going to go out pretty early. We're going to go out
2, 1, should be green.
So someone's just gone out with us there. Lando Norris has just gone out with us. So on to attack for K-Mag. Tio Porcher onto attack. Now, Tio Porcher may catch Lando because they obviously go much quicker when putting the tyres onto attack. So come down that straight, round that corner, push the fuel, deploy the battery, and get that starting straight now. Yes, he's got past Lando Norris. Got past Lando Norris. It's now all about what traffic we hit here. He's got out in front of George Russell for K-Mag, which is good. So K-Mag coming through. Porcher should have a clean run. He shouldn't really catch Russell at any tough locations. No, he doesn't. So Porcher again goes quicker than K-Mag. This will be an interesting one. We're 0.6 seconds quicker than Lando Norris. Wow, okay. Where is Porcher making the time? First and third sector. Okay. Interesting, which means it should mean K-Mag is fastest in the second, but I'm sure that'll get beaten by Verstappen and Perez potentially. But yeah, again, we avoid all this traffic, which is sort of what I want to do, right? You want to not be involved in any incidents, but want to be in a position where if you need to, you go out again. But really, I think we're going to be all right. Lance Stroll is very quick in that Aston Martin. So while I think we are safe, we're going to put on a used pair of tyres and just go out again. Just to be sure. So now it's all about just finding the gap. So Russell goes to start his lap. So let's get K-Mag out in that gap. There, he's just going to get in the way of Valtteri Bottas. It's very dark. Oh, it was very dark in Singapore. It was obviously just a little bit of an issue that they had. But you know, Porcher is now out as well. So attack that. And again, this is just for sort of safety, see if the track has improved for a bit of traction, but we're generally in a good position. Right, K-Mag is just coming around the final tighter corner, as is Tio Porcher, so let's get them going and just see what they can do. So K-Mag did overtake Bottas in a reasonable location, but I'm not expecting us to improve. Like, I don't think we're going to be any quicker than what we were earlier on in the session. K-Mag isn't. And Tio Porcher isn't either, so I was right. But into Q3, we go 7th and 8th, as I said. If we get those sorts of positions for the race, I'm going to be very happy with that. So, do we do it on new tyres? Yeah, let's keep it as it is. It's worked, hasn't it? It's worked so far. Don't change it if it ain't broken. Q3 then, we're going to go out with, basically, with 10 minutes to go. There goes Verstappen. We're going to send K-Mag out there and Tio Porcher out there. Because, oh, pause. Because Magnussen should have a good enough gap. And Tio Porcher should then be able to maybe overtake Ocon and get into that gap behind Magnussen. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, he's catching him easy. So both drivers should have a good bit of space here as K-Mag comes around that corner. Push and deploy. And we'll do Tio Porcher a little bit earlier. You can just have a little bit more potential top speed going in. So K-Mag starts his fast lap. Perez is doing a warm down lap, which is going to be a little bit irritating. Get him on the DRS. Yes, good. Okay, Magnussen coming through. Verstappen finishes. Magnussen doesn't go as quick. Porcher goes quicker than Russell. Ocon and Russell are just about to beat Magnussen. So we will send K-Mag out again. But Tio Porcher, I think, is done for the day. Now, if Tio Porcher had a bad qualifying, we probably would have given him a new ERS. But given the fact that he's just qualified potentially quicker than Ocon and Russell, that is very good. Right, K-Mag is in. We will reconfigure K-Mag onto a brand new set of softs. The strategy in Singapore is normally like hard medium or soft hard. We've got these two here, these three here, actually. So, yeah, let's go for another set of softs. And we're actually going to go for a slightly different... We're going to go for the 2 flying lap strategy just to see if we can get K-Mag out in a good space to get this done. Leave it on automatic. Tio Porcher, I'm very happy with his lap at the moment. That's fine. So K-Mag hopefully gets a bit of free air in front of him to really attack this. As he comes around that corner, does get the free air he needs. So we're looking for greens. It's a green sector 1, which is cracking. It's a green sector 2. And he's going to do another lap after this as well. So green sector 3, so he goes up to 5th. So having that free air, he must have hit Bottas or something when I thought he got round him cleanly, but didn't. So Kevin Magnussen coming down yellow sectors, so he's obviously not going to improve on his lap time. But at the moment, we're 6th and 7th. And we finish 6th or 7th, beating Perez. Wow, he must have had an absolute stinker. But Sainz has got a grid penalty, as has Ocon as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see where we actually start on the grid here. Let's have a look. Grid position 4th and 5th. We're in a great position. A wonderful position. Now, you can't really push the tyres in Singapore. But what we might do is see if we can... Let's end on mediums. Yeah, so we can push the mediums to there. That's going to be a bit tricky. Yeah, the hards might not have the life. That's 21 seconds. We're going to go with that to start because it's 4 seconds quicker than a one-stop and there's probably going to be a safety car. So I think starting on the softs is the way to go. This one is a soft, hard. But again, if you went push a little. I'm just wondering actually if you did this and just bear with me here. We're just gonna do. Oh, we're gonna try something a little bit crazy because he's got another set of mediums. Because he can really push the mediums hard. 54 seconds quicker, apparently, doing a 55 seconds quicker. Right, Theo, you're on a bonkers strategy, mate. You are on an absolutely bonkers strategy. Let's give it a go. He's up in 5th. Oh, you're starting on 89% hards. What? 86, 89, 89. But you do actually have loads of mediums. So if we went in here, changed that up to a medium, and pushed, and pushed, and pushed, can we make... No, you can't make that work, but you can go like that. Medium, hard, medium for K-Mag. It's a bold strategy. It's a very bold strategy. K-Mag starts on the medium on a full push. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting here. 2 different strategies for the drivers. Theo going for an ambitious 3-stop in Singapore, which I think is very bold. But there's normally safety cars. Strategies normally change on the fly. I should check. There is no rain. There is no rain. Let's get into it. Right, here we go. The Marina Bay Circuit, Singapore. What can we do? It's the Singapore Airlines Singapore Grand Prix, as they continually reminded us at the actual races. K-Mag looking to attack straight away. He's actually got his teammate. Oh yeah, hang on. We've got his teammate there. Rarely defend, low aggression for you, Theo, because do you know what? On a street circuit, we're going to do it for both of them because I just don't want any incidents. Don't want any incidents as the two Hasses are fighting into turn 1, round turn 2, and then the left-hander of turn 3. As it was. The 2 Aston Martins will be challenging Max Verstappen. And you'd think that would put them in a good position to allow them to win this race because 2 cars against 1 is a much better position to be in. So they'll be trying to force Perez past us as quickly as possible as we are racing around the streets of Marina Bay. On board with Kevin Magnussen, as you can see the 2 Aston Martins battling with each other, which is a risk because Lance Stroll is a danger behind the Formula 1 car. So yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. They are slightly pulling away. I mean, in theory, we could put Theo Porcher in front of Magnussen tactically because of the soft tyre, but we'll let them battle it out naturally, I think. But yeah, K-Mag still there. Theo Porcher. Maybe we should. No, I just don't like giving the team orders because it really makes the driver getting out the way really slow down, so it doesn't really work. Rather than just letting them pass sort of naturally and easing off ever so slightly. But you're in a good position here. K-Mag sounds like his engine's failing there, but I think he was just dropping down the gears and then getting stuck in 4th gear for some reason. But that is it. The end of the first lap. Nothing's really changed in terms of order. Fastest lap, Max Verstappen. Okay, we have a safety car. Somebody's crashed, but I don't know who. This is what I mean about Singapore having a safety car and strategies changing quite a lot. This is interesting. Who's dropping down? Lance Stroll, obviously. He's crashed into Verstappen. Oh my god, so Alonso leads. Wow. Okay. That's crazy.
Safety car. Delta positive.
Wow, I didn't click it. Oh, Alonso pits. Everybody's pitting. Are they just going to go onto the hard tyre? Interesting. Okay. That has really thrown a spanner in the works. We're not that far into this race. Everybody's pit. Everybody is pit. Alonso's coming out on hards. I think they're just going to go to the end on hards. Wow, okay. Interesting. Wow, early safety car. We're still going to have the faster tyres to pull away, which aren't knackered either. So we should really accelerate away from Fernando Alonso quite easily here. Is the safety car coming in? Not yet. Not yet. If we can fully charge our battery, that would be lovely. There we go. Right on cue. ERS is fully charged. Okay, Tio Porcher on 67% is a little bit concerning, but given the fact that I don't think those hards will get to the end, I think they're going to have to pit again. So at the moment we've got a Haas 1-2 in Singapore. So the safety car will be in. K-Mag will lead us away. The safety car will just accelerate away now as K-Mag just backs up the field. Safety car is in, and K-Mag will accelerate away round this corner. I mean, he should be going quick, should be going faster now. He does wait. I don't know why they do this in the game. They wait for the start-finish line, and Tio Porcher is going to have a look on those soft tyres. But they're under low aggression, so it should be fine. And it is, but yes, Stroll hits Verstappen and takes him out. Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. Right, hopefully now we can pull away as a team because they're on the hard tyres. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so we've had a little bit of a change of strategy on the fly. What we're going to do is get both of our drivers in a second onto the hard tyres to sort of match everyone else. But we're doing it a little bit later so they'll be fresher, and then we're going to end on the medium. So it's a risky strategy, but we're going to see how this plays out. And we'll keep going. We're going to come out near the back, probably last, but it should be pretty interesting because K-Mag can extend his mediums out a little bit longer. So we're going to hopefully allow K-Mag just to get away, but we'll see. Because it's a very slow pit lane, and Tio Porcher comes into a very long pit lane, I should say.
Copy that.
So K-Mag now, we're going to ignore that for the minute, because K-Mag needs to go and put some space in. But yeah, it's all quite bunched up. I can see why everyone pitted, but we are going to have 20% better tyres, and then we're going to take Tio Porcher off the low aggression stuff as well. We're going to really make him work hard to try and get back into this. But everyone else is going to pit. Chances are there might be another safety car as well. It's a good stop, 2.0. So, yeah, pit exit is clear. So this is fine. So, can we? There's a lot of laps to go. And now I'm thinking, is this? Do we even need to be so aggressive? If we take this, I don't think they would go, right? If you took that off. Can you set up a new... If you went another set of... Oh, we don't have another set of hards. Don't worry then. Don't worry. Confirm. We're going to stick with what we've done. I think we're going to be in a good position. My worry is now we're actually going to be pitting at a similar time to everyone else. Because we're going to be pushing our tyres a bit harder. But we'll see how it goes. I've made my bed. Let's stick with it and see what happens. As K-Mag has a 0.5 second lead. So not amazing. From K-Mag. Where is he? He's sitting just here. Let's try and pull away. Try and get out of DRS. Okay, K-Mag is now in as well, coming off those medium tyres, as Piastri is now going to go up to second. Perez with the lead. But yeah, they're all on like 75%-ish tyres. So it's going to be interesting. Tio Porcher's 13 seconds behind everyone else. So maybe not pitting under the safety car was a mistake. We could have followed everybody else in. But We'll see. We'll see how this is going to go. I'm very intrigued. They got another 2.0 second stop, so that's good from the team. Well done. As Thierry Pourchaire should. It's going to be a battle for these two, aren't they? So it shows that there's not too much difference in this as Thierry Pourchaire avoids an incident and lets his teammate in. But yeah, let's see how we do. So we're making moves now because we are up in these places. These better tyres are working really, really well as this is Thierry Pourchaire overtaking Daniel Ricciardo around the outside into a pretty speedy corner. Lovely stuff. You can see K-Mag's just behind him climbing places as well. Okay, so people starting to pit. Piastri has pitted and he's now back out on the medium tyre. So it is a similar strategy to what we've been doing. We just want to go a little bit further for us. We're pitting on lap 43, I think, and 44. Okay, so yeah, we've got a little bit further to go on these tyres, but we should be quicker towards the end of the race. You can see the two Haas's battling away. But up to 5th and 6th, Perez pits as well. So yeah, it's just a very long, slow pit lane here, but he's 12 seconds ahead of Charles Leclerc. Red Bull getting this spot on today, and he comes out on the medium tyre as well. Leclerc stays out, as does Alonso. But yeah, here come the two Haas's. So I'll tell you what, if we can get behind Perez and get a bit of DRS, that would be very, very helpful, but not too sure. As you can see, K-Mag just enters his pit window. And we are going to get out in front of Sergio Perez. Okay, interesting. Obviously, he'll have much quicker tyres than us, but it's going to be an interesting end. I keep saying it. It's going to be interesting. We've got a yellow flag as Alex Albon has gone off. There's a bit of battling there. We'll watch this one. Where did Alex Albon go off? Under pressure from his teammate, it looks like. As, whoa, just loses the back end. How is that not a safety car? He must get it going again. Yeah, the pit crew aren't happy. It's very dark for some reason in Singapore today. But it's a yellow flag. Yeah, he's back going again. He's got a puncture. But he is moving. He is moving. So as these two are still battling away. Right, you're on low. I think you're back to normal, aren't you? Because you're on peak and you're good. So don't get annoyed that you can't overtake your teammate. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. As Perez has overtaken both of them while I was watching Albon. So excellent. Accelerate away. Shows how good those medium tyres are. So we will be getting on them pretty soon. I say we'll be getting on them pretty soon. K-Mag is going on them now. He is the lead car driver, even though he had better tyres than Pourchaire. He will be pitting first. Thierry Pourchaire is also now on his optimal lap, so he can come in at the end of this one. So Magnussen pitting from second.
Box.
I'm not sure if he's going to have enough about him to make that up, but the pit crew are out, ready and waiting as George Russell comes in behind us for a pit stop as well. But that was his pit crew, not our pit crew. But yeah, it's such a slow pit stop, isn't it? Such a long pit lane. 2.0 seconds again, over 30 seconds.
So it's very tight.
So if we can get out in front of Bottas, no we can't, but Sainz is there, so it is the fastest pit stop of the day. And now, K-Mag, you need to make those tyres really work and cut through this group. You are on peak confidence, so high aggressive overtakes, please. Let's get it done if we can. Thierry Pourchaire will be pitting as well. He's going to be pitting from second. I don't think we're going to have enough to make it up on Perez because he's done his strategy really well. But yeah, we've got a bit of lap to go, so we'll come back for Thierry Pourchaire's pit stop. Right, so Theo is in the lane, pitting from second. Gasly's already gone past him. I think we should be dropping around Magnussen, right? Coming out round by Magnussen, and then hopefully we've got enough about us to get moves done, get back into the points. We've sort of not pitting under the safety car was a huge mistake. Always pit under the safety car under a street circuit. Great stop again. The team, the pit crew are doing a fantastic job. So Magnussen just goes past, and it looks like Theo is going to tuck in behind us. K-Mag is having a go at Valtteri Bottas, and he should get that done. And it's not completely done yet, is it? Magnussen and Bottas, the two veterans of F1 really, still having a little battle. And Valtteri somehow got the DRS. That's unbelievable. Right.
Remember, long way to go.
You can now be a bit more aggressive with your attacks. You're still on very high, so we'll leave you to be aggressive. Now it's just down to the boys, isn't it, for the last few laps. Okay, Kevin Magnussen has overtaken Valtteri Bottas and now Lando Norris and gets up into the points, back into 10th. So he is on a bit of a charge, which is good. We do need Tio to follow him through. No, we push K-Mag onto aggressive manoeuvres, and he's just been a bit too aggressive into a corner. Yeah, and then he literally drives into the barrier. Well done, Kev. So he's got front wing damage. We're going to ignore it. He's dropped all the way down to 15th. It would have been better if he had actually made that a safety car, to be honest. Yeah, you locked up. Your tyres are still fine, so they'll have a little dip off. We may have to just reduce you into standard, to be honest, but that is frustrating. 10 laps to go, so we're going to have to start conserving fuel as well. It's not gone as I would have liked. Pourchaire is just behind Lando Norris trying to get into the points, so yeah, but that's irritating, that's really irritating. If you think we were battling like up here and then these two crashed out, I should have pitted under the safety car. I know that. It's amateur. Okay, Theo Pourchaire is on the march though. He has got past Lando Norris and has got past Lewis Hamilton as well. He's up into 8th and he's not too far off that Alfa Romeo in front. So Theo Pourchaire starting his final lap is right on the back of Carlos Sainz. So we're going to try and give him everything he's got to get past him here. Let's go neutral on defend. Don't need to do that. K-Mag's just done that. I hope he doesn't have a Nico Hulkenberg end to the season where he just sort of dwindles off and that's why we replace him. But you can see Theo Pourchaire having a right old battle with Carlos Sainz for 7th place. And it's really good from the young driver. The rookie driver is having a very good season. I still think he needs experience next to him. I don't think we're ready for Theo and Jack Doohan as a partnership. I think that would take us back quite far. Go on, Theo, get on that inside. Make it work. You've got a bit of battery left. He's trying. Oh, it's good defending from Sainz. He's going to have the inside. Theo Pourchaire. That's where K-Mag locked up. And I think the lack of battery is going to hurt Theo Pourchaire coming down this straight. But he's battling. He's trying. He's doing well. The DRS is going. Perez wins the race 18.5 seconds ahead of Charles Leclerc. But yeah, Theo Pourchaire trying. He's run a good race, 8th position. It was the strategy that cocked him up and cost him really. But I think an 8th place finish for a rookie driver in a Haas is very good, and we can't knock him too much for that. But yeah, first is Perez, second Leclerc, third Alonso, fourth Gasly, fifth Ocon. 2 drivers we spoke about. That'll be helping them a lot. But we do finish above Mercedes. Hamilton is going to get a point. Russell's out of the points. So that is interesting. We're going to be catching Mercedes a little bit more. Well done, Pourchaire, 8th, and Magnussen, yeah, crashing out. His own, it's an unforced error. Just slid into the barrier. Didn't help himself, did he? So looking at the constructors then, yeah, we get 3 points on Mercedes, but Aston Martin do pull away. Aston Martin are battling for race leads, so I'm surprised they're not a bit closer to Red Bull. They've obviously been upgrading the car throughout the season. Again, we get the fastest pit stop, so we've wrapped up that 12 million, I think, at the end. Yeah, disappointing qualifying 6th and 7th and then finishing 16th and 8th, but it is what it is. But we carry on, we live and learn. An extra 4 million in the bank, but again, it's the cost cap that's restricting our spending, not our finances. So front wing research has been completed for next year, which is good. We do have a financial vote potential. Season prize share, we're probably going to finish 4th, so that would give us more money. Yes. I mean, everyone other than the top 4 teams should vote no. But let's have a look. Car part inspection results. Destroyed, failed, and only 1 failed there. So let's make sure we've got them. And Theo Pourchaire will need a new thingy-mobile, won't he? He'll need a new rear wing for his next car. So let's have a look and just see. So not interested. Open to negotiation. Fernando Norris. Unfortunately, Lando is not interested. Sergio Perez is not interested. George Russell was not interested. Carlos Sainz not interested. We could have Pierre Gasly or Valtteri Bottas, Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Guoyan Zhu, Alex Albon, Tsunoda, obviously K-Mag, and we don't want to go below K-Mag, although Oscar Piastri would be quite nice. I'm going to assume they don't want to move to us because of the team thing, you know, how good our team attractiveness, that's what I was looking for. So once it costs to upgrade our boardroom. 2.5, let's do it, because that's not going to cost us very much. And the memorabilia room, 1.17. That doesn't go against our cost cap, so We can do them and spend a little bit of money on that. And then let's just see what we've got here. So swap that out. Install on car 1. So we've only got 1 spare left of them, I think. No, none. We've got no chassis in the warehouse, so we'll need some chassis. We'll get that in as well. So we've got 1 front wing in the warehouse. And side pods, we have 1 in the warehouse as well. Okay, but car part number 2 needs a rear wing. So that's alright. So we've got 1 of them in the warehouse as well. So it's not too bad, actually. We are managing our car part development and designs pretty well. So we've got an underfloor coming in 9 days. Suspension coming in 9 days. And then we needed... So we've got... What was it? Was it 1 in the warehouse, 1 in the warehouse, 1 in the warehouse, none in the warehouse. So we need 2 of those to be in... sort of ready. What have we got? 18 days. Can we get 2 done in 18 days if we rush it? Yes, we'll do that. 1.65. Cost cap remaining 24, so we should be okay. 2 of those done in 17 days. And when the other ones are done, then we'll get some more car parts in there as well. I'm sort of thinking Suzuka next. We could probably get away with getting him a new ERS. I'm just thinking, get it done now, and then we can build that into the cost cap, right? 5 million, 22. Let's just fast forward a little bit. We'll stop it on the next race day. Look at the cost cap again. Yeah, still 522. So 22 minus 5 is 17 million. So we're not in too bad a position. So because you've got decent engines for K-Mag. Yeah, 1 really good ERS, and maybe needs a new gearbox. That's only $1 million. It's the engines that cost a lot. And then car 2 got a very good engine. We now have a new ERS to put in for the race and a good gearbox. So Theo Porcher is in a great position. Do we spend the money? It's 5 million to get a new engine for the last races of the Grand Prix. I think between these we should have enough, because that's practice, race. And then when that one dies out, so we've got to finish this one in practice, finish that one in practice, and then finish that in practice. He should have enough. It'll affect his performances. ERS is fine. I think we take the hit for a new gearbox, though, because that's only $1 million. So, yeah, I think we go for that. And both of them will have penalties at the Japanese Grand Prix, but we'll deal with that. So, we will be back for Vegas. I don't think we did Abu Dhabi last year. I think we'll come back for Vegas, because I've not done that as a live video yet, and I think that's what we're back for. So, yeah, excellent. And then we'll decide what to do with K-Mag. Get your comments down below, get your thoughts in there. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, but I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Cheers.